Today I'm going to be making a body and face scrub. This scrub is absolutely safe for your face as well as your body. And again, as with all of the recipes I put on my channel, you can play around with it. You can substitute ingredients. I'm just showing you what I put in mine. So what we're going to start out with is about a teaspoon of poppy seeds. And I actually got these organic poppy seeds at my discount grocery. So I'm just going to pour about a teaspoon of those in here. And next we're going to add a cup of sugar. Sometimes I use coconut sugar and sometimes I just use raw cane sugar. I don't use regular white sugar. I use the organic raw sugar, but you can use whatever sugar that you want to. So there's a cup of the sugar. And the next thing I'm going to use is a half a cup of coconut oil, and I'm not going to melt it. You can if you want. You can use olive oil. You can use pretty much any oil that you want to use. So I'm going to put that in there. Again, that is a half a cup. Okay. And then my next ingredient is going to be a little bit of honey. I'm going to put about a teaspoon of honey in there. And you can add more at the end if you want to. So put that in there. I need to grab a paper towel. There we go. So we have the honey in there. And then I'm going to add a carrier oil. And again, you can put anything you want. This is where you could put the olive oil, or you could put almond oil, jojoba. I'm just going to use grapeseed today. And I'm going to kind of just eyeball this. That's probably about a teaspoon. That's maybe 2. And I'm going to start stirring it. And I'm going to try to get everything blended in together. And then after I do, that's when we're going to put the essential oils in there, which you can also feel free to leave out if you'd like and just use the scrub. And I'm definitely going to need a little bit more oil. You're going to want to add oil as you go, just to try to get it to, you know, a good state where if you use a body or face scrub, you would kind of know what I'm talking about. But to where there's not a whole lot of clumps, but there's just enough. Kind of where it's really blended and you don't have a lot of coconut oil clumped up together. I'm going to put a little bit more carrier oil in there. Maybe another half a teaspoon. And just get it all crunched up together there. And what happens is the sugar and the poppy seeds act as your exfoliant. And the good thing about using one of these little silicone spatulas is you can mash, if you have clumps of coconut oil together, you can kind of mash everything with it because it bends, rather than using like a wooden spatula or a wooden spoon. These tend to work really well when you're making your scrubs. So you're just going to mash it and stir some more, and then mash and stir. That actually looks pretty good. So when I have it about like this, to where it will just smooth together and there's not a whole lot of clumps there, then I'm going to add my essential oils. And today I'm going to use lavender. And I like mine pretty scented. You can put, I mean, don't overdo it, but you can put, you know, as much as you'd like. This dropper holds about 30 drops. So I'm going to put that in there. And I'm also going to use some ylang ylang essential oil. I love the smell of lavender and ylang ylang together. But again, you can use whatever essential oils you want. Maybe going to put about 10 or 15 drops in here. The only thing I would say with a body scrub, since you're going to be using it kind of to, you know, scrub on your skin, of course, I wouldn't use cinnamon or anything harsh. Maybe not even tea tree unless you really just use a small amount of tea tree. I would not use anything, you know, that could irritate your skin. And if you're sensitive to the sun like I am, I'm very fair-skinned, I also probably wouldn't use like a citrus oil either. You can, as long as you wash it off really well, but I wouldn't use it and go right out in the sun, especially on a windy, sunny day. But this is smelling really, really good, and it's so simple to make. I mean, when you think about how much you're paying in the store for these body scrubs, and this just works so well. You're saving so much money, and you can make it however you want to. You know, you can use whatever oils you want to. You can do it with or without the oil, the essential oils, or you can, you know, just use the sugar and not the poppy seeds, or any other kind of exfoliant that you want. So next I'm going to put it in my container, if I can find my container. Okay, so I finally found my container, and we're going to put it in there. This is just a little, you know, mason jar. You can put it in whatever you want to. I always either try to save jars to put things like this in, or like with these, I just bought, I think it was like a 4-pack of these at Walmart for maybe $4. I don't know, maybe not even that much. And you're just going to put it in there. And where it has the coconut oil in it, I probably wouldn't store it in the shower. You could maybe just store it nearby and just put it in there whenever you want to use it. If you're using it for your face, you can just keep it on your sink. And another thing this is, excuse me, really good for is hand scrub, especially in the winter. I get the, you know, like the dry, cracked skin on the ends of my fingers and your heels. It works really well on your heels. I mean, you can really use this anywhere. Probably wouldn't use it on kids, but I also have used this coming in from the garden. When you get, you know, in the cracks of your fingers, your normal, in your skin, you get the dirt in there and it's really hard to just wash it out. You know, and even when you use a nail brush, sometimes it doesn't even get it all out. This works really well to get out all the dirt. So, yeah. There it is in the container. And I'll try to show you what it looks like when you just get it out. And I'll put it on my hand. Yeah, I mean, it's such a nice scrub. I'm making a mess here, but you can see. It's just a really nice, it feels really gritty. But the great thing about the sugar scrub, if you've never used them before, is while you're using it with the warm water, it stays exfoliant just for like a minute or two, and then it starts to dissolve with the water, and then all that you're left with is, you know, the beneficial oils on your skin. And then you just kind of rinse it off with the warm water and pat it dry with a towel, and then you're left with skin that just feels so like fresh and clean, and there isn't usually like a film or anything on your skin. I like salt scrubs too. They are a little bit harsher, and they don't tend to melt with the water or dissolve in the water like the sugar scrubs do. So these are my favorite, and I figured I would just show you today how I make a really simple one, really quick one that you can pretty much use anywhere. So hope you found this useful, and if you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.